Let's start with last night. You and me, we were on stage. There was the world premiere of our brand new feature-length documentary film called We Will Not Be Silenced. What did you make of the evening, the film, everything?
Well, I thought the film was great. I thought it was very well shot, very well edited, and it brought a lot of memories back. It's extraordinary how fast the world has moved. That what we're talking about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's a film about the events of 3 years ago, in that crazy, crazy time, which they obviously want to bring back at some point. And it's like, it's a lifetime away, you know? It's like so much has happened because the world is changing so fast because they're heading towards the end game they've been working towards for so long, like amazing amount of time, what we call time. And the closer they get, the quicker it gets. So the faster this thing comes in. And it was a real memory jerker for me of a time, you know, there's lots of people now who it's now become acceptable or more acceptable, a much wider audience of acceptability to talk about these things, to talk about the COVID hoax and the COVID fascism. But doing it when almost no one else was doing it, that on the face of it was a real challenge to speak against authority, speak against the system. At the time, the system was playing out one of its major throws of the dice to move this agenda on towards global dystopia in a great leap. But I've been doing this a long time. This is my 34th year. And it's not something where you say, this is a real challenge, this. Or what's going to happen if I say this, if I say that? Well, I know what's going to happen. They're going to throw me off every platform going. But you don't go through that process. You don't go through that process of, what are the consequences for me of saying this? Because to ask that question is to contemplate not saying it. Right. And I refuse to do that. And, you know, the thing about speaking your truth at a time when it's absolutely unacceptable to do it is that when you say these things at that point, if they have validity, they will be eventually shown to have validity. And people will see and give you credibility for what else you're saying because what you said has turned out to be true. If you didn't say it, because it's like, what are the consequences for me? And oh my God, what's going to happen? Then when they happen and you say, I knew this was, yeah, of course you did, mate, of course you did. So speaking your truth and having the determination to do so and not to have anyone stop you doing it also has benefits if what you're saying has validity. And, you know, people have said to me over recent years, how do you predict the future so accurately? And I say, I don't. I predict what the plan wants to happen. My focus, my ambition, if you like, is not to be proved right, it's to stop it happening. And since the COVID era, while it was a very challenging time, and it did put a lot of people even more to sleep, a stunning number of people have started to awaken, because no one's awake, none of us are awake, we're awakening from the coma. Stunning numbers of people have started to get it at some level, what's happening in the world and how the world's not like they thought it was. And so when they play the card again, and in some way they're going to, we're starting from a higher base now. We're starting from a base that says, I can see what they did there, and I'm not having it now, as they play it again. And, you know, when I look back to when I started on this journey in 1990, and I look at the interest in this information, zilch, by the way, there was no alternative media when I started out, it didn't exist. And now I see the interest in it. We've made phenomenal strides, not least in the last 10, 5, 3 years. And there's a lot to be enthusiastic about and encouraged about, as well as, of course, every day seeing dystopia rolled out.
I love how we could show it, and the film really kind of focuses on the three conversations we had very early on, and it was March 18th, 2020, April 6th, 2020, May 3rd, 2020, when really nobody was talking about what was really happening. And like you said, we were very early to have those conversations.
Yeah, it was very good also because, being driven up here from the Isle of Wight, the streets were empty. There weren't any traffic. So it was good from that point of view. But it was also, I would look around and I'd think, people have been telling me since I started talking about it in 1990, a few people can't control the world. It's not possible, mate. And I'm looking at the empty streets and I'm thinking, how many people have decided this is going to happen? How many people have acquiesced to it? Tiny number, massive number. That's how easy it is. And what allows that tiny number to do that is the massive number acquiescing and obeying the little number. Oh, it's authority. You can't break the law. Watch me.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's
the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
This course has been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.